How do you think the slaves are being treated? Were they able to live in mansions like this? Or at least have clothes and food to look at least somewhat human? Or were they allowed to have separate living quarters from everyone else so that they had somewhat of a sense of privacy? Yet,
many people have an incorrect view on what it is really like to be a slave. Ignorant to the South's true treatment of the slaves, many do not know the actual severity of the situation. Majority know they are not treated well, but they have no clue as to how utterly inhumane they are treated.
The conditions in which they lived were atrocious. The diets of the slaves were not enough in regard to their strenuous workload. They ate little to nothing, despite working for hours in the fields. Their living quarters were crowded and full of disease. The slaves who worked in the house had it a little bit better, getting normal clothing and more food. The heat and the humidity of the South also added to their list of hardships. Unsanitary conditions, inadequate nutrition, and unrelenting hard labor made slaves highly susceptible to disease. Illness was not treated adequately, and sometimes completely ignored. Slaves were even forced to work if they were sick. These enslaved workers also faced issues with their owners. African women were sometimes sexually assaulted and raped by their owners.
I'd wait a million more for you.
Since they are considered property and not human beings, nothing is being done to stop this. Slaves are punished for not working fast enough, for being late getting to the fields, for defying authority, for running away or attempting to escape, and for a number of other reasons. The punishments including whippings, torture, mutilation, imprisonment, and being sold away
from the plantation. Overall, the conditions in which slaves live under would be considered nefarious in our society.
Now that you have seen the horrors and what actually goes on in the plantation, it is time for you to take action.
Join the American Anti-Slavery Association by opening your home to runaway slaves running on the Underground Railroad. Provide them with food, give them shelter, and protect them from all enemies.
Save the slaves and join the movement.